guys, welcome back to Dirty Therapy Pod with Lola. And I literally just filmed the first episode yesterday, so I don't know when these are gonna be uploaded, but I just feel really consistent right now. Like I just been wanting to get things off my chest. I've been wanting to do this podcast for so long, so I'm just like up and running. Let's get this. Like I want to talk. I just want to release all this shit going on in my head because I have so much. I don't even know how to like speak or think at this point. I just ramble. So I don't really know how this is going to go because I feel so messy and like I don't really know how to be organized with anything at all. Like I'm such a mess that like this podcast is going to be all over the place, but hopefully like it gets to a point where I'm getting used to it so I know like how to be more organized. Um what time was it? Oh, I was about to say good morning. Literally I went to bed at like 2 in the morning, woke up at like 7 because I had a Pilates class at 8. Like I was gonna make that shit. Literally my other podcast I was like, yeah, like I need some form of like routine and stability. New day, still haven't done it. Like I don't know what's wrong with me, but my sleeping schedule is very fucked up. Like ever since I got here, it's been 2 weeks. I don't even know if I'm jet lagged. I think like my sleeping schedule is just like messed up, and I keep going to sleep really late and then waking up hella early, but then like being like, what the fuck am I up for? Like I didn't even get enough sleep. I'm so tired. I can't get out of bed. I'm rotting, literally. Also, I'm not wearing this for the video. I have dance at 7, so that's another thing. I'm trying to be more productive. If I couldn't go to Pilates, at least I'm going to dance class because that is something that I put first always. Number one for me is dance. So if you didn't know that, I dance. I'm a dancer. I'm trying to train right now. I'm giving myself like 2 years because I've been evolving my dance skills. I've been dancing since I was 6, so it's getting better, but I'm still not where I want to be. I need to train, and I feel like I'm not at my best element yet with dance. I'm not as professional as I want to be. I look up to a lot of people that dance in the industry, and I want to be just like them. So I feel like I'm not even like close yet, but I'm getting there. So it's all about patience and hard work. So that is one thing I feel very consistent about and very motivated and like stable with is dance. And I'm trying to like put more to the plate with like my routine and like what I want to do in my life. That's what's been going on. I literally didn't do anything today. I was supposed to also meet up with a friend and get a croissant. So Parisian, right? Get a croissant and like hang out, but it was also raining this morning, so I was definitely like, oh great, I have an excuse that I want to stay in bed all day. But no, like every single day it's been like this. I feel like I've been inside. I've lived in Paris before. I feel like it's not boring, but like I have no desire to like do anything productive, even though it's like the prettiest city I've ever been to. It makes me want to get up, but I feel like I'm so used to it now, and I just feel stuck in a rut. I don't know where it's coming from. I don't know what the source is of me feeling dissociated as fuck, but like there's something like missing there. Like I don't know what it is. I need to fulfill it. I need some motivation. Maybe I need dick. That's like the problem. I think I'm so dick deprived that I'm not motivated to do anything. I think that's the problem. I'm just so dickless. That's so sad, but like it's not sad. I feel like I'm celibate without choice because I just realized, I was literally talking to my friend the other day. I just realized that I haven't had sex in almost 2 months. I can live without sex because masturbation is a thing, but I feel so not connected, which is weird because more with masturbation, you feel more connected to your body and like your self love. But I feel like I need skin on skin, other person, like connection, you know what I'm saying? To feel myself, to feel confident. I need that to keep going. Isn't that crazy? I don't like that. But like, I have my needs. I feel like I'm not that desperate to just like rush into just like wanting to fuck someone. Like that's just not me. Maybe if that was me 2 years ago, maybe I would have done that because there was like a time that I like slept with two people one night, which I would never do that again. I was being a slut. Yeah, I miss being a slut. What was the last time I had sex? I had sex with this guy. He was white in Puerto Rico, and it was really good. But I hate when guys love bomb during sex because I just met you for you to be saying all that to me, right? I don't take that serious because I'm just like, what made you say that? Like, what? Like, I don't get it. I know pussy bomb, but like, cause niggas really just be like, yo, like, so good, like, ah, and then they be saying like all this extra shit, and I'm just like, what? Like, the last guy I slept with, and he was like, you should come back and like visit me just so we can fuck, and I was like, what? I was like, if you're gonna pay for my flight, okay, but like, why would like, what was the point? Like, hello, but dragging it. Damn, speaking of sex. I'm not horny, I swear. I'm just like, damn, like it really has been a long time. And I think that's like really good to try to connect with myself more. But like, I'm not really connecting myself with myself. But also another thing I wanted to like talk about was wait. Oh my god, wait. Yes. Okay. I wanted to carry on this topic for this whole thing. Maybe for okay, I don't know how long. Okay. Um, let's talk about ghost boyfriends from the past because you know how they be like, oh, like they always come back at some point, right? Me wishing that was my ex like 2 years ago coming back to me. I would never wish that upon myself now. I never knew what that felt like with like someone that I really liked or that I was with like coming back into my life because usually it would end really badly. And I'm not that much of a messy person or drama person unless you give me a reason to be and you give me a reason to start it. Oh, to finish it actually because you started it first. Um I try to be more mature in senses like that, but I really can't. I feel like I always pick violence. I literally just posted a TikTok where I was like talking about the situation with like this French guy that I used to have a thing with last year, and like his girlfriend was like stalking me like a month ago, not even a month ago, like a few weeks ago, and like I kind of went about it in a way like which wasn't probably the right way, but like I defend my nature and myself, and I'm a big girl, so I don't really need a snitch to the boyfriend and be like, yo, can you tell your bitch to leave me alone? Like, no. Basically, like, this guy that I had a thing with, like, before I moved to Paris for the first time in 2022, he's from Texas. Hopefully, he's not listening to this because recently, I'd say, like, when I was in Puerto Rico, which was like a month ago or like a couple weeks ago, I looked through my following. I mean, I look through my story views all the time. Who doesn't? Like, please tell me that you do because I feel like people judge my Instagram platform based on how many followers I have, and that is not that is not a cocky thing. Like when you have that, you understand it more. I've had it for a couple of years now, so I know like the dynamic and like the engagement that I get. I'm the only one seeing it, not you, bitch. So please don't judge me. Um, that was like literally, I was like literally shading somebody for that because specifically that French dude that I had a thing with was like judging me for like looking through my story views because I saw his girlfriend watching my story. And like that was only out of curiosity. I wasn't even looking for her. I literally was just looking to see who is watching my story. You can see who you follow watches your story first. And you can see where it stops to see who you don't follow watches your story. It's really easy. The fuck? So, um, I was just like watching my profile views and just being curious, and there was this one icon that was anime, right? Which is common. I don't know how I like pointed that out, but I did. And I went to the page and it said the username of this guy that I used to see. Mind you, this man had me blocked for 2, 3 years now, like 2 years, right? Spooky bitch. Like I was actually scared, spooky. And I was like, wait, that means this nigga unblocked me. I'm so confused. Like, did something trigger him? I don't know. I'm not even trying to violate. I'm really trying to sit here and like actually analyze this because I'm like, what made you think about me and then unblock me to then watch my stories? Like, that's really odd. Um, and I've never experienced that before. I've only had one ex in my life he's never came back to me because that nigga is scared of me. So I've never experienced this. And like, I was just like looking at his page and I went to our messages and I was like, oh my God, that's him. And this guy, like me and him, like we had a really like good situationship. We never dated, but it was like really close to that. And it ended because like he had a lot of mental issues and I had a lot of mental issues, but I feel like he projected them more into the universe and self-sabotage himself because I was trying to be there for him because like I said, I'm a fix him type of bitch. And I was just like, talk to me, blah blah blah. And I feel like he did the opposite. So then I got angry about it and like we were both just like throwing shots at each other, like violating each other, being disrespectful for no reason, like literally no reason. It was so good that I thought I was gonna like date this man. Like I was like, oh, this is gonna be my next boyfriend. Mind you, I had already my trip planned to Paris, so it was gonna be kind of difficult. But I thought like, love conquers all. Like no, bitch, it doesn't. It actually doesn't. Unless they're on their fucking knees and write like a fucking 5,000 page essay on why they love me. It just didn't. So it ended, and I feel like it didn't have to end like that and it was bad. So he blocked me. I feel like every man that I've had a thing with blocks me. Can anyone relate? I feel like a lot of y'all bitches can relate. I have a lot of friends that I could count with my fingers that block and unblock their exes. I don't know how the fuck you could do that. I will never block someone. No, I feel like blocking people is more toxic than not blocking people. You're gonna watch my life. Like, I don't give a fuck if we ended really bad. You're gonna watch me prosper. Like you're gonna watch me glow the fuck up. And see, about this boy that just came back into my life, or trying to, I feel like he saw me glow the fuck up and was just like, damn, and she better. Like that's what I feel like was the intention here, because why are you liking my stories? He was liking my stories as well as watching them and didn't say anything. Obviously he knew that I was seeing him do that, but what was I doing? I kept my ground, bitch. I literally didn't interact with him at all. I didn't DM him. He was private anyway, so like I couldn't even watch his stories or anything. Like I had no contact. I felt like I ignored that so well, because why would I want to go back to something that didn't succeed? Like it failed for a reason. And like I wish you the best and I don't wish him bad, but like if you want to do better by you and treat other people better, then do that with someone new, not go back to the old past shit. Like don't go back to that. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not saying I was bad to him, but like why would you want to repeat history with the same person when you can just do better by somebody else or yourself? How about self-love? How about that? That is the most important thing. Maybe for those past 2 years he had me blocked, maybe he was doing some self-love like work. He was doing some shadow work. Is that what it's called? Shadow work? I don't know. But I feel like that's what he was doing. And like when he did all that like on my Instagram, that's probably like what he thought like he was doing. Like he was like, yeah, like I think this could work. Like, no, I didn't even pay attention to you at all. And it took every bone in my body not to DM him, because I wasn't even going to DM him on some shit like, yo, what's good? I was going to DM him on some shit like, are you lost? Are you okay? Why are you here? How did you find yourself here? Like, actually, did you just think about me one day and was just like, damn, I miss Lola? Like, or Lori, because he knows me by Lori. Doesn't matter. Damn, I miss her. How is she doing? Let me just like her stories because she's bad as hell. Like, that's what it was giving. He was like in all my shit in Puerto Rico. Like, leave me alone, actually. And like, I hope he's doing okay, but I don't want to go back to something that didn't work, because if my ex hit me up right now, I would literally violate him so bad. And I've violated him before. So I feel like anybody from the past that I've had a thing with, or that ended badly, not that just anyone, if it ended badly and we didn't work out and you made me crazy, please don't come back, because I might be like, oh, like, you want me again? And then I'm going to fucking violate you. Like, I'm going to play the game better than you did. And see, that's bad, because I'm grown and I'm growing to be a better person for myself, that I wouldn't even want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't even want to hurt somebody's feelings. But what is the point of coming back to me? Because I'm only going to scare you. Like, please don't. You're going to regret it. I'm going to get my vengeance. I always choose violence. See, I think that's the problem too. I choose violence instead of silence. Ooh, that ain't okay. I choose violence instead of silence, because with this other situation with this French guy and his girlfriend looking at my story, I took it into my own hands and didn't wait until I got to Paris to talk to him. I texted him about it. And at first we squashed the beef, everything, right? He apologized for his girl's actions. Like he was like, I'm sorry that she was doing that. Like I told her that it wasn't a good idea to follow you or watch your stories, but she wanted to be your friend. And I'm like, that's a lie. Like I don't even know her. I've never met her. She doesn't want to be friends. Females don't want to be friends with other females that have had the same niggas. Like, unless the nigga fucking violated both of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, not long time friendship, but like, I wouldn't even be cool with you because we don't even, like, we don't have something to be cool about. But because we fuck the same dude, we're friends. Like, no. Or you're trying to figure something out from his past. Why don't you just ask him? So I took it into my own hands and I violated her on my own, on my story, not verbally, just on my story. Like I posted shit, and she blocked me because she understood she's a girl and I'm a girl, and he had the audacity to be like, just because you're a girl and she's a girl doesn't mean you know her. Bitch, did I say I know her? No, I just know how other women think and move with motives. Like I know our mannerisms and our tactics. Like when it comes to a man, bitch, like I don't like fighting over dick. So I'm just gonna let you know obviously what you're trying to figure out, and I'm just gonna be like, yeah, this, that, and the third. That's what you wanted to know. Like, girl, you don't want to be friends. You just want to know the tea between what we had. But what is the point when you have him already? You know what I'm saying? Like, why fight over pee? Even if you're nice or not, because he was like defending her honor and being like, she's nice, like she doesn't mean any harm. I'm like, that doesn't matter. She was still in my business. Like, if you're in my business, you have an intention with me over him. Like, the fuck? So, we squashed it, blah blah blah. Like I thought the conversation was good to like bring up this other concern that I had with somebody that he knew. I thought I was comfortable enough. Guess not, because he was my friend. I thought he was my friend, so I could tell him anything. So I was like, yeah, your coworker also was like flirting with me. And then he switched up on me so fast. He was like, I don't know what the fuck you're complaining about. And I'm like, what? I'm just letting you know, because obviously you didn't know that, like that your coworker was like being inappropriate. And he like got so mad and was like, are you trying to make me jealous? I'm like, no, dude. Like we're friends. I respect you. Like I respect you and I always have, and we don't even speak every day. And I just thought like I was comfortable and safe to tell you as a friend that like your coworker was just being gross. Because imagine you're fucking with someone and you end that, right? And then your friend fucks with them. Like, what? Or tries to fuck with them after. Like, y'all could share, but I'm good. Like, I'm not that much of a crazy bitch to be like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck your coworker too. And I just like told him, he was like, are you trying to make me mad? I was like, what? I literally just wanted to tell you. Like, I think you're mad at the wrong person here. He called me a perpetrator and a harasser, and I was just like, okay. Because he was like, you want to post about my girlfriend and how you took my virginity. See, I failed to mention a lot of things, but I did post in my story for her to see. And I did post that. Oh, no, what did I say? I was like, don't forget who he lost it to. And I'm just like, how did she know what that meant, right? She obviously snitched to this cracker hoe and was like, yo, like, this is what she's posting on her story. Does this have to do with you? And he probably told her, like, yeah, she took my virginity, blah, blah, blah. And see, that's a lot. I know that's very personal, but like I said, she was in my business to find something out. So I'm going to tell you because you obviously want to know about what kind of past me and him had. I'm going to tell you, I was his first. Which obviously I'm not his last, so maybe you should just be honored that I had this nigga blossom for you at this point. And yeah, he just got mad at me. And I was just like, okay, I understand the mad part about that, but now you're dragging it because like you're trying to tell me about myself as a character, and I'm just like, we've known each other for a year, you've known her for like 2 months. Like, and I'm just letting you know because she was in my business. So I don't understand how this is my fault when I was just minding my business. Like, I was just living my life in Puerto Rico, shaking my ass, literally talking to other men. Like, I don't give a fuck about your relationship, like, at all. Like, at all. The fuck? Like, he was my friend. Like, okay, anyways. I don't even want to, I already got into it, but, like, I don't understand, like, why I'm the one to mess with. Please leave me alone. I don't want to reminisce at all. I want something new. I want to feel some sort of different love, or I want a different problem. Like I don't want the same problem. But actually I don't want problems at all, because I feel like every time I deal with a man, it ends before it starts. So it does really end before it starts, because something crazy always happens and I'm just like, for what? I think this episode should be about vengeance, because every single guy that I've had a thing with already, even recently, ended so fast because some fuck shit would happen and it wouldn't even be my fucking fault. But then I would retaliate and react in such a vulgar ass way that they're like, ah, nah, she's crazy. Bitch, how do you do something and then expect me not to act on it? Like, hello, I'm a little psychotic when you give me reason to be. I'm a Leo, okay? I'm not even basing this on fucking signs, but like, I'm a Leo, bitch. I'm a little, you know what I'm saying? Ruff, ruff, bark, bark. I'm a lion. I'm gonna get you if you ever fuck with me. I feel like with that boy in Texas that was stalking me after 2 years and unblocked me, my ex-boyfriend, this other guy in New York. Who else have I gotten back at? Those three boys I've like scared like away. Like my ex, I put hot sauce in his bed and catfished him on Instagram, because when we went to Puerto Rico together in 2021 for my 21st birthday, mind you, it was my birthday. It was my birthday. And he met my stepdad. He met my stepdad's parents. He saw my sister. He was around my family, like blah, blah, blah. He had a girlfriend the whole time we were there. And he was my ex in that time too. So we were already broken up. We were friends. We went together. Has this ever happened to anyone? I feel like I'm always like the glue in someone else's relationship, like without it being my fault. Like with that French dude and his new bitch. Why am I in this fucking situation when you guys are happily together? Like, I'm so confused. Like, why am I coming into this? Same thing with my ex when we went to Puerto Rico. He had a girlfriend. And we were there for a week. Whole time, didn't suspect a damn thing. And the last day we were there, he got a call from someone. And he was like, yo, like, that was my girl. Like, she just told me that she found out that I'm here with you. And I'm literally staring at this man like he has four heads. I'm like, what? And he's like, I should have just told her that I was here with you. Should have been okay with it. Bitch, she would have not been okay with that. Like, anybody here would be okay with that. Crickets. That's what I hear. Like, girls listening, or even guys, would you let your significant other go on a trip with their ex-partner? I know y'all are saying no to yourselves, because if you're saying yes, then you're either fucking in an open relationship or polyamorous. Like, isn't that the word polyamorous, where you're like seeing multiple partners but you're in a relationship? What the fuck? Like, so when he told me that, I literally looked at him like, no way. There's no way that you're doing this to me right now. Like, to me and to her is insane, right? He's crying like a motherfucker. One thing about my ex, he's a little crybaby. So crazy. Taurus man. Hate them. Ugh. I want to do a whole episode on why I hate Taurus men. Like, ugh. I hate them so bad. But, like, I don't hate all of them. It's just, like, ew. Like, why do you even breathe? Why do men even breathe? Actually, let's talk about it. But, he was like tweaking in front of me, and I was just like, why the fuck are you crying? Like, why are you crying, you little bitch? Like, you're the one that kept it secret from me and her, and you were literally in me on this trip. Like, let's really talk about it. Like, this whole trip you were trying to be like, oh, like, thank you so much for being there for me, blah blah blah. I'm just like, are you good? And like, I obviously appreciated that in the moment, but I wasn't like, oh my god, like, he wants me again. I feel like if that was me to like a year prior from like us breaking up, I would have folded so fast. But I was just like, there's something up with him, and like, he's just love bombing me, and we're friends, but like, we're obviously exes. Like, before that, we've never had we only hung out, we didn't touch each other, like, we never had our like closure like after a breakup. So I think Puerto Rico was like that. And we showered together, we fucked, like, it was he got a small ass dick. Anyways, speaking of small ass, okay, I'm about to expose so many people in this podcast. Anyways, I got severely drunk. I think it was the first. No. It was like the second night I was there. We drank Bacardi, because Bacardi is it's founded in Puerto Rico. So, whoa. You gotta drink that shit. We had like 4 large shots and I got really drunk. And I'm a really heavyweight, but something about that alcohol was just like crazy. So we ended up just like hooking up, blah blah blah. Bitch, we finished, right? I kind of like passed out and I wake up and I'm naked and I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, where did he go? He's not there. I wake up to nobody there and I'm like, oh my God, what the fuck? And I start like panicking. I put a towel over me and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, where'd he go? And I'm looking throughout the whole Airbnb. This nigga is nowhere to be found. I'm looking at the balcony. I'm looking out the hallway. Like, I could not find this dude. And I was just like, what the fuck? Did he just like really just leave me? Now when I think about it, this nigga left because he probably felt so guilty that he cheated on his girlfriend, right? With me, his ex-girlfriend. So I was just like tweaking and I started to cry. And he got back. I started yelling at this man. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you, bitch? Like, I was like, I've been good without you, blah, blah, blah. Like, what are you doing? Like, where'd you go? I thought you died. I was like, what if I like jumped off the balcony and like died? Like, what the fuck? I was drunk as shit. And he was just like, I'm so sorry. I just needed to get air. I just needed a second. Bitch, right after penetrating me, like, you need to go get air. If anything, I need to go get air. Go to the balcony. You left the whole crib. Like, that's crazy. Blah, 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 blah. And then I was just being way too drunk and I kept falling over the place and he put me to bed and, like, I was trying to throw up, but I couldn't. And, like, the next day, he was sleeping right next to me and he, like, woke me up in a way to try not to remind me of, like, the events that happened last night because it was kind of embarrassing for me, but it was also embarrassing for him. So we kind of were just like, hey, like, he was like, morning. I was like, morning, question mark, like, what? The revenge part. So he did all that to me, right? Told me that he had a girlfriend, blah blah blah. I didn't speak to him the whole car ride to the airport. Like, that was literally the last day that we were there. He told me that shit. And we were going to the airport. Took like 40 minutes and it was raining. Like, this was some like High School Musical fucking The Notebook shit. Like, it was raining and we were just standing in the rain and I was like walking away. He's like, Lori, can we talk? I'm like, no, nigga, like, get away from me. I could actually just slap you right now. So I told him and he's like, yeah, I know, I don't even know what to say right now. Obviously, you dickhead, you're eating up everything I'm saying because I'm eating. I'm scraping the whole plate and you're fucking shitting it out. Like, I hate you. And anyways, I go on the plane and I land, right? I had these friends from Portland that I met through him. Hate those bitches. I don't even hate them. The fact that they all try to come back to be my friend after all their fake ass fucking antics, y'all can suck mine. So weird. I have a lot of white friends, but like certain ones, especially from the yee haw, like they all went to school together, they all followed each other to college, they all fuck each other. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just like really weird vibes of people. And I was looking at my story views. No, I was. I always like, look at my story views. I was looking at my story views and I see the girl that he was dating watching my story and her best friend and this other bitch that I didn't even like because my ex's best friend I was really close to and his girlfriend didn't like me because I was so friendly with him. I'm like, bro, like, I was literally dating his friend. Why would I want your nigga? Like, ew, bitch. Like, that's not my problem. Anyway, she was watching my story. It's just giving op city. Like, this whole podcast, I don't even want to pin myself against women, but I swear to God, in situations like this, and it still happens to this day, women try to involve themselves in my life over somebody that I used to have. Like, for what? Why can't you just be content? I am a girl's girl. I will root for you. Like, if I'm still friends with the significant other that you have that I used to have, okay, I get it. That's like oh damn, he's still friends with her ex. But if I have like no type of contact with them really and we're just cool, like, there is no reason to be worried or like be in my business because then I'm gonna make it my business and like show you why you shouldn't have been in mine. Like, I will root for you, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh great, he has a new girlfriend. Like, not that we gonna be friends, but just like, oh shit, bomb, period, you moved on, like, finally. Anyways, from that whole situation, she was watching my story. She followed me on Instagram. She still follows me to this day, which is really weird. It was like 3 years ago. I just feel like those type of guys have violated me in a way where I needed to be aggressive about it. I chose violence because he didn't even tell me happy birthday on my actual day. After all that he did to me, he didn't care. And what I always need to realize is that they never care about you in the end. So I wanted my Supreme shirt back, and I was in California anyways, so I went to his dorm. His dorm room was open. He wasn't there because he's an idiot. Left it open. I wasn't even gonna do anything vile. I was with a friend at the time. I had hot sauce in my hands, and I put it all over his bed, and put the covers over, and left. And then one of his friends texted me and was like, "Why is blah 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 telling me that there's hot sauce in his bed?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And he blocked me, and my ex blocked me, and to this day he's had me blocked. But then months later, I like to annually, oh my god, I'm gonna expose myself. I like to annually prank call this man, because when you fuck with me so badly, not a day on this earth you gonna be happy when I exist in your life, or I have existed in your life. So I heard a knock. I don't care. Um no, my French neighbors hate me. They hate me. I'm getting like so lost into like my brain and like talking about the men that I used to have things with, because that's my whole life. It's just men, and I hate that. I'm trying to be on my healing era. I'm trying to be on like my humana, you know what I'm saying? Like my growth path. I don't know what it is, but like I'm traveling. I need to like focus and like heal. Like I'm pretty healed, but like not fully. I feel like there's definitely a lot more work. I need therapy. I haven't went to therapy since I was younger because I've been traumatized and triggered since my mom put me in there forcefully. So I feel like I can't even go to therapy because I'm like, I'm scared that y'all niggas gonna like pop up in the corner and be like, okay, she needs to go to the hospital because this bitch is insane. I've been always thinking of like readmitting myself as an adult because I've always been to like facilities as a child and not have any will or say of anything. And I used to be on a lot of pills growing up, so I feel like I'm pretty fried. I don't trust anyone. Um, oh yeah, but I catfished him on Instagram and he fell for it. And I like to annually prank call this man and he falls for it every time. Like, change your number, bro. Like, and this other dude that was literally fucking me raw and some other girl raw at the same time. I prank called him and I told him, "Oh, I literally have a recording. I kind of want to insert it, but I don't think I can."
Hello?
Hello?
Hi, this is Brian from the New York Department of Health. Am I speaking with...
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, as part of our contact tracing program, we actually heard that somebody that you have been with recently may have actually gotten an STI. So we think it would be wise for you to also come in and get checked.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
we have to be very confidential about the information that we do receive, but we just think that it would be very wise for you to come in as soon as possible.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
really sorry
I
for
did
the...
just get tested, like, I want to say maybe a month ago. So I guess it's time for me to come back anyway.
Yeah, we did receive something recently, so this would be a new inquiry. Yeah, really sorry
Okay.
for the alarming news, but just looking out for your health here.
Okay, and then they tested positive and then said that they had, like, gotten with me.
Exactly. So we have to basically
Okay.
reach out to everyone that they've been with, and you were on that list as well.
Okay. Alright, well, yeah, I guess I'll get tested.
Okay. Yeah. Best of luck to you.
Appreciate it. Thanks for letting me know.
All right. Have a great day.
Yeah, I'm gonna...
Fucking believe that shit, cause he got me dirty.
Bro, he totally fell for that shit.
I called him, and one of my best friend's roommates, his name is Kevin. He was like, "Hi, this is the Department of Health. Is this blah blah blah? Yeah. So someone just recently came in and tested positive for a STI. So we would advise you to get checked." And he believed it because he's stupid. And he literally was like, "Oh yeah, I haven't gotten tested in a while. Maybe it's about time." See, that just proved my point of when guys do me so dirty and I react in a certain way because of what they do, they admit to it anyways. Like, you just admitted that you're dirt. Like, what? Yeah. I also did that to that guy in Texas too. Like, I had my friend, because he loves black women. I think it's a black girl fetish, but after me and him had that, like, whatever, I had my friend like DM him and be like, oh, you're cute, and he was like, ah, you're cute too, and then saw that me and her were friends, and he was like, ah, nice try. I was like, ah, you still fell for it, you're ugly. I love to make men feel like shit about themselves. I want them to feel like they're choking and embarrassed. I kind of wanted to like reflect on myself in this episode and be like, yeah, like, I'm like doing this and doing that, but let's be real here, I'm in shambles. So that was a really good session for me though. I have class in 2 hours. Every time I go to dance, they only speak in French. They do speak English, but I don't ever let them know that I don't speak French. So I understand nothing, but since I visually pay attention, I can get it down without understanding what they're saying. And my French has been getting good though, but it's gonna take a while. So what can I already say? Oh, sus ma bite. That means suck my dick in French, and that is my favorite word. Yeah, so this concludes the second episode of Dirty Therapy. I hope you tune into next fuck. I hope you tune into the next episode. I don't know what I'm gonna be talking about, but just like stay tuned. Oh my god. I needed to let that out. Holy fuck. Okay, well, I hope you're having a great day, and I hope you have a good day wherever you are. Okay, I don't even know how to do a fucking outro. I'll see you in my next episode. Slay. Okay, bye bye.